Hello once again. My name is Negative Legend, and I am here to answer the question, what happened to Megaman Starforce? Detailed in a previous video, after the creators of Mega Man Battle Network agreed that the beginning of a new handheld system meant the beginning of a new Mega Man series, Mega Man Starforce began its conceptual life. The concept was, above the real world is a road system created by radio waves. The main character, Geo, is able to walk along these roads by transforming into Mega Man by combining with Omegasis, a radio wave alien that appeared before him one night. Known in Japan as Shooting Star Rockman, the initial trio of games was released on Nintendo DS in the year 2006 for Japan and 2007 for America. The first wave had 3 versions, each with unique transformations for the main character and cards to fight with: Pegasus, Leo, and Dragon. The gameplay has strong similarities to the Battle Network games, drawing inspiration from the real action of the 3x3 grid system. However, these games changed it to a 3x5 grid system and moved the camera behind the player with 3D effects. Each game gave the players the ability to wirelessly connect with a friend for one-on-one battles. These games were directed by Masahiro Yasuma, who worked on Mega Man Legends and the Battle Network series. The development of these games caused a lot of stress for the developers, since there were high expectations after the Battle Network series. There were slight name differences made between both games for localization. Geo Stellar, the main character of the series, is known as Subaru Hoshikawa in Japan, and Omegasis is known as Warok in Japan. For the remainder of this video, I'll be using the localized version of the names. But fun fact, Subaru is a Japanese name for the Pleiades constellation, meaning unite. Hopefully the logo for the car company makes a little more sense now. In 2007, the sequel for the Starforce series was released in Japan and released in America in 2008. Zerker X Ninja and Zerker X Saurian. The titles refer to the transformations that the player can do within the game thanks to the OOP art. Is that how you pronounce it? OOP art? Oh! Out of place artifact. Wait, that's an actual term? Oh, well, okay. Basically, they find an artifact that allows Geo to transform into one of 3 forms. Both games allow the player to transform as the Berserker form, or Zerker. One allowed you to transform into the Dinosaur form, or Saurian, and the Ninja form as Ninja, go figure. This game continues the story of the first games, and the more popular of the two was the Ninja version. There were alterations to the base gameplay with how many favorite cards were allowed and the introduction of star cards, but everything else remained mostly the same. This game utilizes 279 wave command cards. These are physical cards with numbered holes that players lay on the touchscreen of the DS. These unlock special items, combos, bosses, and cards within the game. However, these were initially only released in Japan, but Capcom licensed Prima Publishing to print the Wave Command Card Perfect file, called the Wave Command Card Kit, in America. A common complaint was that the instruction manual was poorly translated, causing severe confusion for players. There were 3 cards that were misprinted with no numbers on them, making them impossible to use. There were also sections in the book that was completely missing, and Prima Publishing later admitted that it suffered from rushed printing. For some reason, the European versions of the game do not have command cards. 2008 released Mega Man Starforce 3 for Japan and 2009 for America. 2 versions were made, Black Joker and Red Ace. This tied up the story of the Starforce franchise, showing Geo Stellar actually smiling instead of being an angsty kid he's been for the last 2 games. Solid progression is seen in Geo Stellar for each iteration of the game as he slowly becomes more comfortable with his situation and learns to become more accepting of others. Starforce 3 allowed players to connect through Nintendo Wi-Fi to become, quote, brothers with other players, allowing them to perform multi-noise transformations. If you didn't have any brothers, you achieved Rogue Noise, a transformation that draws from the power of loneliness. A crossover game was made that was only released in Japan called Rockman EXE Operate Shooting Star and was a crossover between Starforce and Battle Network and was released in 2009. A Mega Man Starforce anime was produced by Zebek that aired in Japanese and English. The runtime for the anime lasted from 2006 to 2008 in Japan and had 2 seasons. The episodes are roughly 10 minutes long, so the English release would air 2 episodes back-to-back to fill the 30-minute time slot. The shows were never aired on television in America, and was only posted online for Toonami Jetstream. A Starforce manga began running in CoroCoro Comics in 2006. The manga had several differences from the games, but the premise remains the same. Combined, the manga ran from 2006 to 2009. 4-inch action figures were created by NEL, with multiple versions of Geostellar. Wave trancers were created by Takara Tomy that resembled the one used in the video game. A glow-in-the-dark necklace was produced using the same design as the one around Geostellar. Also, there's a lot of doujinshi for this stuff if you're into that. And if you don't know what doujinshi is, don't Google it while your parents are around. Just about all of them feature Luna Platz because, well, she's a tsundere. There's also this weird thing called the secret satellite server that looks to be a secret you could access on their website, but there's not a lot of info on that, and I got confused reading about it. I thought it was wrong to leave it out, but at the same time, it's nothing to really be excited about, so there you go. A DS and DSi kit was made for the handheld system that's just a case for the console. And I got one, because it's really cool. An official complete works was published by Udon that goes over the artwork and development of each game and interviews with the creators. That I also got because it's really cool. This includes rejected designs and alternate tribal forms during the development. Over on the Battle Network subreddit Luna Freyan adds, there was also a plug-and-play Megaman Starforce game for the TV that was also Japan only. There are some clips on YouTube of that one. There was also a crossover event with Boktai DS, known as Lunar Nights, that is also Japan exclusive, as the Boktai series didn't sell too well over here, and there are also clips of that. As for my opinions, I very much enjoyed the series from the story and the characters, their development in the game lore and stuff. Bay Games added, Battle Network fans didn't flock to Starforce due to the change in the battle system feeling more like a regression. Understandable with the battle system in Starforce feeling great by the last game, but it had its flaws at the first that Battle Network did not have. Along with the overall look being similar, did not help Starforce really gain its own identity, and feel like it was trying to leech off of Battle Network fans. Regular video game fans saw poor to mediocre reviews for the games, so that would discourage them from buying it, and the seemingly lack of changes from Battle Network didn't help people get curious about the series. People who liked the first game generally didn't like the story of the second game. I generally see it stated as a filler title due to the game mostly leaving no real impact on the third game. This caused the subsequent game, Starforce 3, to sell the least, which sucks because it's the best game in the series. Its sales were so disappointing that it led to the Mega Man Battle Network 1 remake for the DS with Mega Man Starforce crossover to be a Japan-only title. As a whole, it never really felt like Capcom really cared about the series and was fairly quick to abandon it and leave it as the forgotten Mega Man game series once it became clear it wouldn't become the cash cow Battle Network was. Though nowadays it gets some nods here and there, and now Mega Man ZX is the forgotten Mega Man series. As for why it ended, it's pretty well known that after Mega Man Starforce there was a long period of time where no Mega Man games were being produced. It became so bad that Keiji Inafune left to create Mighty No. 9 and help make Azure Striker Gunvolt. On Reddit, they say it's suspected due to Capcom not thinking it was making enough money. And, well, they're right. There was a steady and clear decline in sales for each iteration of the game. Just looking at the sales in Japan, you can see the first game sold 593,675 in total. The second sold 225,221, while the third only sold 174,426. Capcom realized that the Mega Man fans were being oversaturated with games that used the same mechanics and decided to let the series rest until they could test the waters again with the new Mega Man game releasing soon, Mega Man 11. This is most likely to test the market to see if the demand for Mega Man is actually present. I want to make it clear to everyone that even though the Mega Man fans have been vocal about how displeased they are with Mega Man games not being made, that doesn't mean there's actually a demand. The sales just didn't back up the claims the Mega Man fans were making. The demand dwindled, and if you want Mega Man to return, then buy Mega Man 11 when it comes out. Heck, buy it twice. Buy it as many times as you can if you really wanted to see it come back. That's all I have for this video. Shout out to my patrons for supporting the channel. If you want to help the channel, then there's a link to my Patreon in the description below. Next month's video will be Spore and Bidaman. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay beautiful and keep playing.